continue to be as passionate about AI as you are about music. And so I wonder if you can share with us a little bit about your journey in AI and tech. How did you get interested and how did you come along alongside us?
Um, I got interested in this space here, in this space. Um, in 2005, I came to Boston. Black Eyed Peas were on tour, and I put in on my contact on my address book and on my phone. I always used to, and I still to this day, put in what people do. Like, hey, what do you do? Oh, I'm an engineer. Or I write songs. Or, I'm a composer. I'm a choreographer. And I put the city at the front. It's always just been like a habit, a practice. So there was a guy by the name of Alan Hardstone, engineer from Boston. So in 2005, I'm like bored here in Boston right before a show. We had 2 days off. I'm like, who do I know in Boston? So I typed in Boston, and out pops up Alan Hardstone. I was like, oh, that's right. That's that guy that I met at the studio, the engineer, nerdy dude. Let me see if we could hang out. Maybe he knows something to do in Boston. So I'm like, yo, what's up, Alan Hardstone? I met you back in, I think, 2000. He's like, hey, what's up, Will I Am? I never thought you were going to call me. I was like, well, you told me to call you if I'm ever in Boston, so here I am. He's like, oh, wow. Well, there's lots to do in the city. I was like, hey, so what clubs are popping tonight? He's like, well, I don't really go to clubs anymore. Well, why don't we meet up tomorrow? I can take you around Boston for brunch. I'm like, cool, great. So I'm like, the next morning, he's like, hey, why don't we meet over at MIT? There's a place that I think you're really going to love. So he brings me to the media lab. So go to the media lab. I'm like, wow, robot that's in your office. I saw that 2006. And I'm like, wow, what is this place? He was like, I knew you were going to get a kick out of this. Here, let me introduce you to the guy that changed my life. So he takes me to Professor Patrick Winston's, rest in peace. And Professor Patrick Winston, he used to run the MIT lab. He had your job. Um,